Hey, what's going on, guys? Today is a very special day. Now, I know I said on a recent short that I was going to review Yu Yu Hakusho as the next anime. And I'm not going to disappoint you guys. I'm not going to let you guys down because we are still going to do the Yu Yu Hakusho video. But I wanted to do something a little bit different first. Now, the name of this channel is Mike's Hangout, which means the possibilities are endless for topics to talk about. I know I said in the intro video that this channel was strictly for anime, but we're going to take a little bit of a detour. And the reason why we're taking a little bit of a detour, at least in this video for today, is because today is a very special day. No, it's not my birthday. I wish. But today is a birthday, so to speak. And today is May 25th. Now, if you don't know what that date stands for, that date is the date that in 1977, George Lucas created a certain movie that we're familiar with. It was called Star Wars, and it came out May 25th, 1977. So, by all rights, today is Star Wars Day. Now, I know many of you, some of you are in tune with May the 4th be with you and Revenge of the 5th, but today is the actual day of the first Star Wars release. And so I thought I would make a video and do kind of a love letter, if you will, from a Star Wars fan to George Lucas himself. And I want to start by saying a disclaimer. I am not here to judge. I know that this phrase or this terminology is being thrown around quite a lot lately, which is you're allowed to like whatever you want. And I have no problem with that. So in this love letter that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be covering not only the prequels, not only the original trilogy, but a few Disney things here and there. You've been warned. Anyway, here goes. So, I guess one of the things that I wanted to say in this video is thank you. And you're going to be hearing a lot of those words. Thank you. Thank you to George Lucas, who created this galaxy far, far away. A place where all of us who felt maybe out of place or we felt like outcasts, he gave us a place where we could feel a part of, where we felt accepted, where we felt that we belonged somewhere in this galaxy. It didn't matter if you were an alien of a different species or different race or different culture. You fit in here. It didn't matter if you were a Jedi. It didn't matter if you were a Sith, a bounty hunter, a Republic trooper, an Imperial agent. And yes, I know I'm quoting Star Wars The Old Republic game, but I'm also going to be covering games and a little bit of the comics as well. George Lucas, you created all of that. You created all of that for us. I know what the story of Star Wars was. The original Star Wars was the hero's journey. A young kid living on a desert planet who didn't know anything goes on an incredible journey. And in the end, not only does he save the galaxy from the Empire, but he's also able to redeem his father. That was one story. The next story is the story that I grew up with. I grew up in the 90s. So in 1999, I grew up with the prequels, and man, I gotta say, despite people's opinions, I love the prequels. I love The Phantom Menace and Jar Jar. I loved Attack of the Clones, and I definitely loved Revenge of the Sith. The prequels were all about how the villain of all villains, the best and one of the most badass villains in cinematic history, Darth Vader, was created. How Anakin Skywalker, a bright-eyed young boy from the same desert planet that Luke Skywalker grew up on, had a dream of becoming a Jedi. And he did achieve his dream. However, he fell to the dark side because the two people that he cared about most weren't there. And what I mean by wasn't there is, you all know the story of Anakin Skywalker. He wasn't able to go back and save his mom like he wanted to. And then his wife, Padme. He saw her die in childbirth. He had forced visions, and he wanted to do everything he could to stop that from happening. And in doing that, he made a deal with the devil, Darth Sidious. In exchange for greater power, he thought he would find a way to cheat death. And in that instance, in that lust for power, he lost everything. So yes, while Darth Vader is one of the most badass villains that we've seen in cinematic history, and what do I mean by badass? I mean, when you hear the name Darth Vader, your heart shivers. A chill goes through your body. When you see Darth Vader in his armor, in his cape and his helmet, and the red crimson blade that he carries with him. I've often said this before, and I've joked about it. When you see that, you know to run. And for those who are, I will say, dumb enough to try to fight Darth Vader, I only have one question. Why would you do that? Why? Star Wars made its impact on pop culture, on all of us, and it's going to continue to do that for the foreseeable future. I know there are those that believe that Disney has soiled Star Wars. I also know that George Lucas might not be happy with the results as well. I know a lot of people weren't happy with the prequels. But here's the thing that I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you because I'm a true Star Wars fan. I never read the comics. I've read a few of the books. But Star Wars has inspired a generation of creators that are still creating today. And if they're not, it has inspired a new generation of creators to tell their stories. And it will continue to do that. At least that's what I believe. I know there are certain things that Star Wars fans are split on. But here's the one thing that I do know. In 2016, Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia, passed away. It was pretty sad. But here's the thing. Despite our differences as Star Wars fans, I remember something very special. We celebrated Carrie Fisher's death. I went to an event a lot of people were dressed up as Star Wars characters. What was cool was a lot of people brought their lightsabers in respect. I did as well. And that tells me one thing, that despite our differences, whether it be the prequels, the original trilogies, or the Disney sequels, or the Disney Plus shows, that deep down inside, we are Star Wars fans. That no matter how much we criticize George Lucas, we still love his work. Now, George, I know throughout the years, a lot of people have thanked you for Star Wars. They said they loved Star Wars. Some have criticized you. But to be honest, I don't think you've gotten enough thanks or maybe enough show of respect. And if I'm wrong, all of you in the comment section, you can gladly tell me I'm wrong. But coming from me, right here, Michael Smith, and I don't care if people say I'm doing this because I'm looking for clout. I'm just telling you what's in my heart, and I'm telling you the truth. To George Lucas, thank you for creating that galaxy far, far away. Thank you for giving us hope. Your stories have carried us through the good times and the bad, and they will continue to do so. So on this Star Wars Day, to all of you, my fellow Star Wars fans out there, whether you be Jedi, Sith, bounty hunter, Imperial agent, Republic trooper, or some different species, whatever you wish to be, just remember, as Master Obi-Wan Kenobi once said, the Force will be with you, always. And as always, may the Force be with you. Thank you guys for checking out this little video. Sorry for the detour. I just felt like I had to make this video today on Star Wars Day. I'm going to be next week at my local Comic-Con where I'm going to get to meet some voice actors from Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and I'm really looking forward to it. So, with that being said, my friends, this is where I leave you for now, and don't you worry, that Yu Yu Hakusho video, it's coming out pretty soon. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, but it's coming out. So stay tuned, because it's going to be one hell of a ride, and I can't wait to talk about some Yu Yu Hakusho with you. But anyway, hashtag Happy Star Wars Day, hashtag May the Force be with you, hashtag Thank you, George Lucas. I will see you guys next time. Arigato gozaimasu. Peace.